got 99 problems.
Everyone, it's Jerry at the Fledge, and welcome to 99 Problems, but a Pitch Ain't One. Tonight, we've got two contestants going head to head. This is kind of a tutorial for everybody to get kind of back in the field of 99 Problems. We changed the time up a little bit. I need you guys back. I really want to see the community pitching. Why do I want to see the community pitching? I think it is one of the fundamental pillars of entrepreneurialism. And if you think about it, as you start a business and as you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, you have to talk to a lot of people. And to talk to them, you often have to pitch, you have to engage them, you have to get them involved in the conversation. So when you think about maybe you're working on your business model canvas, you know who your customers might be, you know what your value proposition might be, and you're going out to talk to people, you want to listen to them, right? And you want to start to absorb that. And what you learn there is what you want to tell people like investors or the bank or people that you might want to come and join your team or work for you, or other people in the community that will support you. I'm basically saying that all of life is a pitch. And when you are starting a small business or starting an entrepreneurial endeavor or trying to do an event, let's say you're trying to do a festival or whatever, you have to convince a lot of people, and that skill is pitching. So 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one. You don't have to apply for it. All you have to do is show up. You don't have to have a big grandiose presentation. You don't have to have your idea even really well thought out. You could just have an idea and you can float it with the crowd. So 99 problems, it's free for you to do. You might win $99. You're going to be able to put your idea out there and see what the reaction is. You're going to be able to maybe make requests of the crowd and see, does anybody have a 3D printer I can use? Does anybody have $50 I can borrow? It doesn't matter what you ask for. I just want you putting your face on the screen, asking for things, telling people what problem you're solving, telling people what you're trying to do. Come on, man, let's live our dreams. Let's go after that $99, but that's never the important part. The important part is telling the crowd what you're trying to do and gaining allies and gaining support and gaining social capital so that you can start to build your future that inevitably is going to solve a problem for other community members. And that's why I love all you entrepreneurs, is because you solve problems for our community and you make it sustainable, you make it work, and you make us better and better and better. So to that end, thank you to the Lansing Regional Smart Zone for sponsoring 99 Problems But a Pitch Ain't One. Then an extra thank you to Lansing Economic Area Partnership. You might know them as LEAP, because we're about to announce a bunch of really cool programs that include 99 Problems But a Pitch Ain't One going on the road. So if you are in Clinton County or you are in Eaton County, and you have a venue, you have a bar, a restaurant, a coffee shop, a dessert place, whatever it might be, we would love to come and do 99 Problems at your place. We will have people live. We will always be virtual. This has been a hybrid event since the day it started, and it always will be. It is accessible. So if you don't have a babysitter, you're cooking dinner for your kid, you're trying to figure out, how to get here or whatever, just do it from home. Just chill out. And if you need tech or you need help, please reach out to the Fledge and see if we can help you get connected and all of that. So tonight, we're going to show you exactly how it works. We have two presenters. One of them is online. One of them is here at the Fledge. We are suspending approval voting tonight for the reason to do this demonstration. Approval voting would require you to vote for 2 people or more. We don't want you to just come in here and vote for your friend and then get out of here. We would really love it if you watch these different things, the different presentations and pitches that people have. We would really love it if you vote for your friend. Always support your friends. You know that. But vote for someone else too. Let's see, who wouldn't you mind winning maybe? And it's called approval voting. So you usually when you're at 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one, you have to vote for at least 2 people. Tonight, you can vote for 1, you can vote for both. You can do whatever you want. So we're going to get into the pitching in a second. So let me explain that real quick. Every contestant has 99 seconds to convince you that you should vote for them. And what they say, we don't have a format. We don't have rules. Our value is we want you getting out there and talking about your idea, practicing it, because one of these times you might say the right thing in front of the right person, and then you are off. You will get going. And one of these times you're going to have to convince somebody that is down, their morale's not up. It might be an employee of yours or a partner of yours, and you're going to have to tell them what the vision is, what you're trying to do, and you're going to have passion and be convincing and keep that person on your team. So we're all going to pitch at some point. You might as well have practiced it one way or another, and if you get $99 to do it and you do it in a place that is really easy to do, then here we go. So I am going to bring our good friend. Oh, I got to figure out how to do this again. I'm going to bring our good friend Frances on. How you doing today, Frances?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I'm going to disappear here, I hope, in a second. When you start talking, I'm going to click the timer. It's going to run down to 0. When it's at 0, I'm going to gently remind you that you have 99 seconds. You have these 99 seconds to convince the crowd to vote for you. And I think you know what you're doing. I think you've done this before, right?
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I will share the voting link in a little bit here while you're probably presenting. Get that out there. And yes, whenever you're ready, start talking. I'll start the timer after you start talking.
Okay, thanks. So my name is Frances Knaus, and I am the co-creator of Capital Respite. My husband is the other co-creator. We are both peer professionals, which means that we are people in long-term recovery. And right now, Capital Respite is offering free peer services to people who are experiencing crisis and pre-crisis situations with their mental health. But our long-term goal is to open, the technical term for it would be short-term residential hospital diversion. And what the problem that we're trying to solve with that is that a lot of times with the way things have been and with people's experiences, people don't want to go to the hospital when they're experiencing crisis. People also don't realize that they have a lot of options when they're experiencing crisis. And one of those is that you don't necessarily have to go to the hospital. And so why I'm pitching is because we're trying to raise the funds to get our nonprofit federal status so that we can start getting bigger grants and eventually open up this residential. We have been peer professionals for a number of years, presented at conferences, done trainings, and we're just ready to take this next leap in this community and help people address their mental health the way that they want to address their mental health and not the way that it's traditionally always been. We just want people to have options.
Yay. Great job, Frances. So we're going to do a regular 99 problems, but then we'll come back and talk a little bit about your presentation. Is that okay with you? while people are voting. So I'll talk to both you and Simone. So you ready?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna take you. You'll be on screen still, Francis. So if you say something when you're not muted, it'll still come through. But I want to keep you on screen if that's okay with you. And you ready, sir?
Sure. Can people hear me?
Yes.
All right. So
Give me 1 second.
mhm,
So with you,
Mhm.
let me tell you where your camera is. So you're going to talk to the biggest crowd out there. So right now there's about 20 some people watching, and you got 99 seconds to convince them that your idea is better than Francis
all righty.
or equally as good. Damn it, I love you all. You should all get 99 bucks. So give me a second to reset the timer. And whenever you want to start, I am ready.
All right. So my name is Simon Ponce. I'm newly residing here in Lansing. I love the city. Um, I'm trying to open a nonprofit that it will be in Colombia and it will be in the United States. This profit will do something that we've been trying to do for a long time in Colombia, and that's bringing more representation to the Afro-Colombian people in Colombia. And when we want to do this through arts and education. So what we want to do is start with seminars, start with workshops. We fortunately I have really good contacts that they're going to be able to create workshops where people can actually construct ancestral instruments. They will also understand and be taught music in a format that it will be available for students, college students, to actually be able to get credits. And at the same time, I want to put an anthropological part of it, that it would be teaching people about our culture, why it's so important to actually always give people a voice. Afro-Colombian people have not have a voice for more than 200 years. And what a better way to do it than through arts and music. Right now, I am opening the nonprofit. I have a couple of folks very interested on being part of this. The dream is to be able to have even a museum of memory so that people can understand what's going on besides United States. Thank you.
All right. Do you mind staying up here for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
So, all right. Let me get everybody on the screen. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set a timer. Not everybody's going to be able to see it, but I have shared the voting link, and I would love it if everybody voted. And again, I keep hitting that start button. It's weird. Think about voting for both of them. You can vote for whoever you like, and that's what approval voting is about. It gets a lot more interesting when there's 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 people. But even with 2 people, you can vote for both of them. So number one, approval voting is super important about this competition. And I want to thank Norma Bauer. You might know her as Pilgrim Norma online. She brought approval voting to us, and I think it's perfect for this competition. Francis, I'm going to start with you real quick. Why are you pitching?
Well, my main goal is to be raising funds for our nonprofit to get nonprofit status. But we're also just trying to get the word out about capital respite. And additionally, we're trying to educate the community on the fact that people should always have as many options as possible for recovery.
So do you mind if I pause you for a second right there? Well, I want to ask you a question. How much do you need to get the nonprofit started?
Well, to get the federal nonprofit status, it's $600, and so we are just we're chipping away at that. So that's kind of like one of our big financial goals right now.
I think that when you're pitching, it's important to say that, because someone might just write a $500 check to you. If they don't know, right? It's happened before. right? So we ran out of time. Pitching will close, or voting will close in a minute. But why are you pitching?
I am actually pitching just for the same reason that right now I'm trying to get some money in order to open the nonprofit as well. I've been able to chip in into other things. I've been able to have a link. Right now I'm trying to open the website. I have a couple of folks that they were trying to help me with the website as well. They're actually helping me with the website right now. So it's just trying to open the nonprofit in order to also have the universities that I'm working with being able to help me with grant making and grant propositions so that I can start actually bringing folks to Colombia in order to be able to enjoy these seminars that we're trying to do. These seminars are going to start small, short, but it's mostly to showcase what we can do, and then having all of that documentation to actually show those to the universities here in Lansing. I would love to work with MSU. I have talked to different people from MSU. I have the contact of the international, with the director of the international department, and they just tell me, as long as you have a nonprofit, we can actually help you out doing the fund requesting. So right now I'm just trying to get these documents done so that way I can move forward doing other things, such as like getting the other contacts more, just having the contacts to be able to know what's going on and how things are advancing. And opening the nonprofit would be a huge step in order to be able to get to grant funding so that we can move this project forward.
All right. So we're getting feedback in the comments. 2 great pitches. Jeremy Like said he's going to pitch in the next couple of weeks. Francis brought a crowd, so they're talking a little bit more than you. Here's one thing that happens, and I'm going to show the results. And this is always the part I hate, because somebody wins and somebody doesn't, right? And Francis is the winner for tonight. So good job, Francis. This is another thing that I want to talk about 99 problems. You got to bring. So CISO here today and said, you got to do this for me, blah, blah, blah. You can do this, right? And Francis has been trying to do this for a few weeks. Francis has a huge support system behind her and Rob, and they brought their crowd. You just found out about it. So next time, bring your crowd. And then what the real special thing isn't about how many views we have, or you bringing your crowd and you're winning, and Francis bringing her crowd and them winning. Wait till we get 1,000 diverse people thinking about who they're going to vote for coming into this competition, and then hearing all of these wonderful ideas, and think of how we're going to get so much resource out of that than $99. So both of you actually participated in an experiment that I couldn't have had go better. And Francis, you won 99 bucks tonight. And I'm going to give you something too when we're off the phone here. All right. Okay. So that's how 99 Problems works. We are cheering for entrepreneurs. You know, you think of sometimes you think of entrepreneurialism, capitalism, and consumerism being the same thing, but they are not. Entrepreneurs solve problems, and they figure out sustainable ways to keep solving the problems. Both of you guys explained that tonight, and only 2 contestants. I don't know I've ever had a 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one that made me feel happier than this. So much love to both of you. Big applause. We're only the crowd. I hope you guys at home are applauding too. So
thank you for the chance. Thank you.
Good job, Francis. Great understanding of what you guys are trying to do.
Really good pitch.
Yeah, same
All
to
right.
you. In fact, I'd like to find a way to connect and potentially talk about the overall process of applying for nonprofit status, because it's nice to have fellows who are doing similar things just to support each other.
That would be great. Thank you. Yeah.
And there's more value that ain't money.
Oh yeah. I will. I will look to search you or.
I'll
Yeah.
make the connection.
I
I'll
think,
connect
yeah,
you.
Jerry will connect us.
Yay.
Okay, everyone. Much love to you, entrepreneurs. Much love to you, supporters. Thank you, Leap. Thank you, the Lansing Area Smart Zone. And as always, we will take you out with the intro.
I got I got 99 problems.